everyone. Welcome to this next edition of Issaquah Buzz, where we talk about all things business in Issaquah, from new restaurants to retail gossip. My name is Autumn Monahan, and I work with the city's communications team. And I'm here today with Jen Davis Hayes, my favorite coworker to gossip all things business with. How are you today, Jen?
I'm doing great. We have a lot to talk about, so I'm excited.
It's been a while since we have had a new edition of Issaquah Buzz. So yeah, a lot to get through today. So before we turn to that gossip, though, make sure you stay tuned to the end of our podcast. We have a spotlight and a focus on the Issaquah Film Festival that's coming up and all the connections to local Issaquah Highlands businesses. All right, so let's get to our list because it's a long one, as you said. Let's start with kind of what's new and what we've heard might be opening soon.
Yeah, so sometimes we miss something that's open, so we still want to make sure we share it.
Yeah.
So we understand that the coffee shop, which is a new coffee shop by the Chamber and Brown Bear Car Wash in one of those drive-thrus, they opened in March. And so we've heard some really good reviews and encourage you to go out and check it out. I haven't been there yet, but I'm sure that next time I go to visit the Chamber, I'll stop by and I don't drink coffee, but I drink tea, so I'll check it out.
They must be right between the two taco trucks.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great news. Yeah. So the one that I have seen a lot of chatter about on social media and just all the times that we look for Issaquah news, this has come up a lot, is a new Lego store in Issaquah called Bricks and Minifigs. And it's located in Meadows Shopping Center, which is the one near QFC here in Issaquah. Have you heard kind of what this owner plans to be selling as far as Legos?
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, what does that mean? So they're going to have new sets, but they also have used sets. And then they have bulk. You can buy Legos in bulk, which I know that if anybody has Lego sets, you realize it becomes bulk pretty quickly. And then there was a really interesting thing that I saw on their website that talked about sets that are built but not complete. And so there may be some missing pieces, so you can, get a really good set that is almost built. You buy a few more of the pieces, and then you can finish off the set. So it sounds like the wide range of Legos, but more importantly, the minifigs. What do you know about minifigs, Autumn?
Nothing.
I know.
Like 20 characters?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I do actually. I actually have a keychain of one, so I guess I do know about them. I didn't know what they're called.
Yeah, I know. I didn't either. So that's what the minifigs in their store name. So on their website, they say there's over 16,400 Lego minifigs.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. So you can imagine, I'm not sure that they sell all of those, but you can imagine that's a big business there. And so maybe you can find another one to put on your keychain.
This is really cool. And it appeals to a lot of different ages and audiences. I have friends that build those really intense big sets. And then I do have a lot of Legos at home having kids. So yeah. Well, that'll be a great addition. That'll be a really fun store.
Yes.
That I think may bring people even from outside of Issaquah to come here.
I'm sure it will. So, and it's right there next to it'll be across the street in the same shopping center from Small Thread. So you can kind of hit both if you have kids that need some clothing too.
Awesome. All right, next up. So Xfinity moved into the old Wells Fargo in the Issaquah Highlands. So that's good news for residents that have Xfinity if they need service or equipment or customer service. A lot easier just to go right to the Highlands than go elsewhere. So that's a good addition.
Yeah. And some people may have seen some construction going on by Harborstone Credit Union and Ben & Jerry's. So Kumon is actually moving there. So they're currently in the Highlands, but they're moving there. So they're not closing in their current location, but they'll move there as soon as that construction gets all finished out. So we're excited that they are continue to be in the Highlands.
That's great. I think we've talked about this next one before, maybe. Nick's Magnificent Indoor Playground.
Yeah. So that's on Mall Street.
Okay. Yeah. And do you know, I'm trying to remember, that's like indoor play, right? So we were excited about that, especially in fall and winter months.
Yes.
Opening soon.
Yeah. So I saw that they applied for their sign permit, which is usually towards the end of before they open. Yeah. And the owner, Nick, is so creative and excited about making this a really high quality play area. And so the themes that he has and the kind of thinking about he's put into it, I don't want to use magnificent, but I think it's going to be pretty fun. So he's really thinking about, parents as well. And so making sure they have something to do or eat, drink when they're there. So not sure if all that will be open when it does open, but it'll be another thing to do on Mall Street.
That's wonderful. There was something similar. I used to live on Queen Anne, and there was something very similar there. And I loved it when having a toddler, especially, and having someplace we both could eat something and have some rest and be indoors. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All sorts of parents. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then a new Thai place is opening in the former Raw Paint location.
So that's actually martial arts. It's Muay Thai.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Okay.
So that's okay. I made that same mistake too. And so if you remember where the Rada Paint store is and Mall and SR 900.
Yeah.
So their sign is up and they're going through the permitting process now to get ready. But, martial arts studio doesn't need a lot of walls, et cetera. So I'm sure they'll be open soon. So this is the second location for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So one way, at least that I know that you get a lot of your business news is checking out who's applied for a permit. And so have there been any new permits that have caught your eye or things that are coming, maybe not right away, like, opening soon, but are in the works?
Yeah. So House of Leo is going to be on Sunset, right near the Trailhead parking lot, near the I-90 ramps. So it's going to be a luxury hair salon. And so they're hoping to add some more services in the future of wellness and massage. But they're starting some tenant improvements in the next few months. And I think it's going to be an amazing new salon experience when it does open. So we're very excited
with luxury.
I know that's the word that keeps, me coming back to, like, okay, that's what they put on their permits and what I think they will deliver on.
And then a new dental office on Front Street. So next to Village Theater on the corner of Dogwood and Front. So right in Old Town. That's good news too for those in Old Town.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's Splendid Ave in Gilman Village? Looks like they're expanding.
Yeah. So, and you've probably been there, just maybe not realize that you've been in there. They have amazing Scandinavian design clothes and accessories and housewares. And I mean, I've gone in there and I want to buy everything. It's just really neat stuff. And it's really made well because it's Scandinavian, right? And so it's just high quality style and usefulness. Great place to get a gift for yourself or somebody else.
Great. All right. This one really got me excited when I saw it on the list. So what's going in the old Pinkabella space in Issaquah Highlands?
Yeah. So listen to this name of business. Good Lazy Donuts. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So they currently are at Renton Farmers Market, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Another pop-up location. So this is going to be their first brick and mortar location. So we're so excited that they chose Issaquah for that. So I'm looking forward to have some good donuts and be lazy about it. It just sounds so great together, right? Good, lazy donuts.
I feel like you and your team too, whenever there's a new business, I'm excited for you to just appear in my office, please, someday with donuts. You've done that with many other new businesses. I really hope that somehow good lazy donuts come my way.
Okay. That's a pretty good hint, big hint there.
And it looks like the owner of Big Picture also applied for some new signage, specifically that'll showcase all of their amazing food. I love their smash burgers, and some of the best I've ever had. Delicious. And I've gone often actually with my husband or with friends, and we've just had dinner there without going and seeing a movie. And so I think that's a really good step for him to really be promoting himself also as just a great restaurant. It's just got a wonderful just indoor vibe, and it's just a wonderful place in Old Town just to go get a meal. So I think that's a really great next step for him.
Yeah, it's very welcoming area there. So love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right. there's a lot of rumors also kind of flying around in the past month or so that we wanted to address.
Yes. So one of the rumors we heard was that the Highlands Cleaners was going to close. So it's not true. Repeat, not true.
Not true.
So everybody in the Highlands who's like, where am I going to take my cleaning? It's not true. And then I believe it was last podcast, I talked about Planet Fitness going into the PCC Center. So they are, but I had the wrong space. So the old Office Depot, they're going to be a part of that. So not the big 5 space. So there's the property owners are still working on some really interesting other business ideas to come in there. So hopefully in the next few months we can share that. So
great.
And then I think you probably have read Autumn and probably have gotten a lot of people in our community going, oh no, what's going on with the grocery store merger stuff? So what have you heard or had any concerns from citizens or residents?
Yes. Yep. We've definitely received some emails and some questions on social media, concerns that grocery stores are going to go away and that we won't have, as many options here in town, just kind of what that merger means. So there's been some news stories about it, but they haven't been very clear about kind of what's going to happen.
No. And I think part of it is because the merger hasn't been approved yet officially.
Okay.
And so this is a proposal and they're kind of, looking at it. And I think, things could change at the last minute. But they did say that it doesn't mean a store is going to close. So I think Issaquah has been supporting these stores all along, right? So I think they're gonna see that they're one of their better performing stores. But yeah, so we're talking about the QFC and Safeway on Gilman, and the Safeway in the Highlands is going to be sold to a separate company besides Kroger and Albertsons. So, and I have faith that if they don't keep them open, there will be another grocery store in a minute behind them to open up. But again, there's no idea, no information right now to say that they're not going to, have a grocery store there anymore. And as soon as we find out what they're planning to do, as soon as they officially approve the merger, we'll reach out to the chain and say, we're here to help during this transition and learn more about that. So it's hard not to be, worried about it. But I think, again, Issaquah is really good to their businesses. And there's definitely a lot of people go to those stores. So there's still a need.
Yep. There is high traffic at all those stores. Sometimes with these mergers too, they'll even just keep the same name. And, we may not even know a difference. So there's still a whole lot of questions, I think, to be answered. Yeah. So, but I know that your team's keeping an eye on it as that continues. So
Indeed.
And then we got a listener question. Yeah. We always love these.
Yeah.
And it was around, it's called Chinese Taste and Asian Star Restaurant. It's on Locust Street. Mm-hmm. And the listener asked when it would reopen. So were you able to track down any info on that?
Yeah. Okay. So I talked to the business owner, and he said that so they're expanding the kitchen, and so work began in June, and it's going to last for about 3 months. So they plan to open September 1st. So the listener was worried that they were going away and that he wasn't going to get his favorite Asian food, but just got to be a little patient. And so if those of you, it's located at 25 Locust Street, which is behind Atlas Apartments on that small street there. And so if you haven't checked it out, September might be a good time.
That's great. Yeah, it is in a way.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. So, yeah. Great. So moving on away from gossip and rumors and all of that. So a ton of fun things happening this summer in Issaquah. A good spot to check out all of them is through visitissaquahwa.com. There's a great calendar there of events. We have so much going on this summer. Concerts on the Green, Shakespeare in the Park, all sorts of things happening with the Downtown Issaquah Association. Mm-hmm. It's just feeling very abuzz this summer. It is. To use our term. And also we wanted to mention that on August 10th, it's going to be Farmers Market Week at the Issaquah Farmers Market. So we'll be celebrating in so many different ways. There'll be a spot where you can write a thank you note to your favorite vendor, which will be really great for kids as well, but a fun way to really make a connection with some of the vendors that support all of us as we're shopping. And then Issaquah History Museums is going to be there on site to provide some insights on the history of Pickering Farm and the barn property, which will be really cool too, to kind of have this connection back to our history. Just fascinating history with the barn and the Pickering family. Also, August is like peak season for produce. So we're expecting tomatoes, peppers, corn. I just am ready to like fire up the grill. It sounds wonderful. So a great time to also just shop for produce if you come that week. And I think there's something in the work too for even doing a nature walk or going along some kind of trail with our park ranger, Alex. So more details to come on that if you're interested. I think there'll be some signups soon. I know. So yeah, a lot happening with Farmers Market on August 10th. I should note too, if you're going the week before that on August 3rd, there's going to be there's going to be a little bit of maintenance going on the parking garage and the surface lot of Costco. So don't worry, there'll still be ample parking, but just anticipate that it might take a bit more time and follow the signs to the spots we've got allocated for parking. So just a quick heads up there. And then also our farmers market contact also wanted us to mention too. So we now accept EBT and have SNAP Market Match available this year. And so you can learn more about that program and everything involving our market at issaquah.gov/market.
Love it. It's a beautiful market.
I know. It's wonderful. It's a great way to spend a Saturday and grab lunch and just food for the weekend or for the week. And again, produce is in peak. Just it's peak season right now. So great. So make sure that you stay tuned now for a spotlight for the Issaquah Film Festival. I don't know a ton about it, but I did just get this in the mail.
In the mail.
I know. And so it's promoting the film festival, which is up in the Issaquah Highlands. Says that the ticket sales will benefit the Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank, which is awesome. That's awesome. And then what caught my eye the most were all the coupons on the back. So make sure you check it out. There's a lot of opportunities to go to get some food or coffee or other things while you're up in the Highlands for the film festival.
Very cool.
Yeah. Do you know more details about like what's going to be happening at the film festival? How many films? All of that?
Yeah. So, so first, I don't know if we mentioned it's the weekend of August 3rd and 4th.
Thank you.
And that's okay. That's going to be 44 films by local talent. So there's some connection to Issaquah, whether the filmmaker lives here or has somebody in the crew lives here. And so it's the second year that they're doing it, the Issaquah Film Festival group, and they are just amazing at what they're pulling together to connect with the community and to really showcase how if you partner with our community partners, it's just amazing. So that's why we chose to spotlight them on this month's buzz.
Yeah, great. Speak. Well, let's learn more.
Really excited about the film festival. We've got a really great combination of films, short films and feature films coming to Issaquah. We're bringing people from across the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Idaho, Oregon, all into the filmmaking hub of Issaquah, where we're really trying to revitalize the filmmaking community here.
The Issaquah Film Festival is in its second year, and it's an exciting way to bring youth and art to the Issaquah community. Regency Centers, as a corporation, has always really supported arts, and especially Grand Ridge Plaza has been especially supportive of arts in our community here in Issaquah.
It really takes a village. You know, the three of us at Terra 77 Entertainment started the festival, but it would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. Our presenting sponsors, including Grand Ridge Plaza and the City of Issaquah Arts Commission. They really pulled through, financed the majority of the event, provided massive marketing resources as well as guidance to us and leadership that we really value. I would say the event would be successful if we really give opportunities to filmmakers where they're able to meet each other, make connections, and continue pursuing their filmmaking career as a result of the festival. I remember last year, a bunch of our filmmakers were able to produce a documentary with a producer who ended up attending the festival. So opportunities like that would be fantastic.
Working together with the city of Issaquah, with Grand Ridge Plaza, and with Visit Issaquah has been really amazing to just bring this great program here and grow it substantially over last year. So 80 submissions, narrowed down to 44 films selected, is just so much bigger than we expected, and we're really excited about that.
We're really hoping that people attend the festival not only to support the arts community in Issaquah, but also to support a local cause that's really important to all of us. 10% of ticket sales will go to the Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank. So we made sure to price the tickets at a really affordable, reasonable rate. But yeah, so a portion of that will go to the Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank, and Grand Ridge Plaza will also make a separate donation to there. So we're really excited to not only support arts, but support an institution in Issaquah that's been helping people for years.
All right, I'm convinced I need to go buy tickets, which I know are now on sale. So I need to go look at that full list of films. That'll be awesome. So very excited. This is the second year, and all the great connections again to local businesses. It's just wonderful. So encourage everybody to go check it out. And that's a wrap on this latest edition of Issaquah Buzz. Thank you so much for joining us. Join us next time to hear about other business news, and let us know if you have a favorite business or you're hearing any rumors or gossip that you'd like us to track down. You can contact us at ed@issaquahwa.gov. Thanks, everybody, and have a great summer.
Bye-bye.